Okay, finally getting to roll. I've been I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. Yeah, it's been a I'll get into it later. Right now I'm just trying to remember what the f I did with my gloves. What did I do with them? There they are. Okay, got my gloves. Bike is loaded. Hold on, you guys don't need to see my. You don't need to see my garage code. Anyway, so it's the first trip of the season. Fairly local, Turkey Point, about an hour and a half away, just for the weekend. There's been a mishmash of we were gonna go, and then we weren't gonna go, and then we were going, and then we weren't going, and now I'm going. And as the saying goes, and away we go. So yeah, the past, I'm not going to get into details because they're not awesome and nobody wants to hear them anyway, but the past year has been, it's been fairly tough on my family. We've all just, I mean, we've stuck together through it all and we've gotten through it. But it just really felt like we couldn't get a break. You know, like there was just not so awesome stuff happening at random times here and there. And we were kind of like, okay, we just got to get through this, and then we'd get through that, and something else would happen. Like, okay, we just got to get through this, and I just feel like our whole family has been trying to get through stuff for about the past year, and so I really hope it's over with now. If not, I am fairly convinced that at least a weekend away, back out in nature, some time on the bike, maybe some trails if I'm lucky. Gonna do me and Julie a lot of good, so counting on that. And, you know, in kind of the same vein, I was thinking that today, and I had to take last Friday afternoon off for some other reasons, but I didn't want to ask for, you know, this Friday, today, or the entire afternoon off or something like that. I thought, well, you know, I'll see how the day goes, and I can probably work it out so that I'm out of there at like 2:30 or 3. And no, once again, the universe had different ideas. So ended up having a nasty kind of service call at the end. I mean, I didn't work too late. Like, I mean, 10 minutes past what I'm supposed to work, but just the whole not being able to get even a couple-hour break today, it just kind of flows right in with everything else that's been going on. So I was getting frustrated, but you know what, I'm packed up, I'm on the bike, I'm heading to Turkey Point now, and yeah, I'm starting to feel better already. As the saying goes, you'll never see a motorcycle outside a psychiatrist's office, right? So it's all 2-lane back roads the way there. Nothing exciting. I won't be taking any trails. If there's any trails, it'll be maybe tomorrow. There's some local kind of forest preserves and stuff with motorcycle trails in them, motorcycle ATV trails, whatever. They're not awesome, but it is a good way to kind of start the year off. Get everything, you know, checked out. Make sure everything's working. Be a good place to decide that all the work I did on the bike over the winter is good enough and it's not going to kill me. And the weather's supposed to be nice for this time of year in Canada anyway. Highs of like 15 or 17 in the day, and that's Celsius, by the way. And then lows of about 6 or 7 at night, which has been done before, not that big of a deal. I realized earlier today that this is the 6th anniversary. May 5th, 2017 was the first day I ever loaded some camping stuff up on a motorcycle and went camping on it. And I'm doing it again today. May 5th, 2023. Learned a lot. The bike is definitely packed differently. It's a different bike. There's been a lot of changes in the past 6 years as far as my whole moto camping experience goes now. Alright, so we have made our way to the lovely little town of Canfield. I wouldn't say that I grew up around here, but this part of southern Ontario is somewhat familiar to me. I grew up mostly in Caledonia. Went to high school in Cayuga. We'll see Cayuga later. We won't see the high school, but we're going to be going through Cayuga as well. But anyway, so this is Canfield. And just, you know, thinking about when I'm on the bike, what I'm normally doing and stuff like that. And I am normally listening to tunes and on roads like this, singing. A really good song is on right now. I was thinking of maybe singing so that you guys would hear nothing but my voice and none of the music, because when the music is there, it's horrible enough. But it would be almost over the top horrible if I was doing it and there was no music with it. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I am going to do though is I'm going to stop here and get some gas. No, I'm not. I'll stop in Cayuga and get some gas. One side, I keep telling myself. Sorry, I said I wouldn't do that. Okay, anyway, so just up ahead here somewhere, like within the next, I don't know, 500, 600 meters, little rest area. It's kind of the halfway point to Turkey Point from my house. And I habitually, here it is here, I habitually stop in here just for a bit of a break, a little water, a little look around, check the stuff out, and then, yeah, so we're going to do it again. No dumping though, so... Yeah, well, there used to be an outhouse here, but there isn't now. I guess when they say no dumping now, they really mean no dumping, like of any sort. Neutral, where are you? Alright, break time is over. Head to Cayuga. Well, head through Cayuga. Get some gas. And then, yeah, on to Turkey Point. Hopefully the office is open and I'll be able to check in and get some wood. Julie's grabbing a bag on her way here just in case it's closed. It's their opening day there, so... I'm pretty sure the office hours are going to be limited, but maybe because it's opening day, they'll be there later. I have no idea. That's what this kind of stuff is all about. Take it as it comes, right? And did I lock these? Just double check that, because the one time I didn't, and I actually lost a pannier. I don't know if you've seen that video or not, but it was, where was I going? I was going to Govan Lake that day. Luckily, well, I found it. On the road. I think Cayuga's only about 10 kilometers or so from here, something like that. So we'll be stopping for gas soon. And here we are at the lovely town of Cayuga. Yeah, so like I said, I went to high school here. I had some friends here because, you know, I went to high school. Spent a lot of my late teens, early 20s out here going to parties and stuff. And then after that, actually, before I got into motorcycles, I was into cars. I had a 92 Eagle Talon front-wheel drive, and then a 90 Eagle Talon all-wheel drive, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and I used to come out here and go drag racing every once in a while, which some pretty good memories of that, too. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I've spent so much time in small towns that I tend to like small towns. Like even where I live now, Beamsville is not very, it's not very big at all. Like the quaintness, I think I like the lack of people is probably more to the point. And anyway, here is the gas station. So, get some gas. And we'll just figure everything out here, won't we? Again, and away we go. Yeah, so I was being kind of quiet there because there was people around, people that had shown up since I did the stupid thing I did, and I didn't want them to hear what I did. So I pulled into the gas station, and yeah, you know, put the bike in neutral, shut it off, got off the bike, and I missed one very important step, and that was putting the side stand down. So I basically just, you know, laid the bike down on its side, got off, picked it back up, and proceeded as if nothing had actually happened. But oh, it was definitely seen. Okay, next stop, Turkey Point. And continuing our tour of small towns between Beamsville and Turkey Point, we are in Jarvis. Jarvis welcomes you. So we're gonna cruise about halfway through here. We're gonna take a left, and then I think we're gonna take a right, and there's gonna be another left and a right, and some more lefts and rights, and then we'll be at Turkey Point. Jarvis I have no information of, because while it's really not that far from Cayuga, which I know a little bit of information of, I think I might have known one or two people that lived here, maybe, but I wasn't really close friends with them, so I was never really here. I think the only time I've been to Jarvis is either, well, I think I've been through it going somewhere else. I'm not sure I've ever actually stopped in Jarvis, not that I can recall. And that trend will continue because well, I might stop a little bit because the light's turning red, but we'll see. Anyway, the lovely town of Jarvis, Ontario. So we are actually that right back there. You just through those trees, that's where we're staying. The sun is still up, which is good because I got some figuring out to do about tents and firewood, all that kind of stuff. And here's also hoping that the reservation was successfully transferred into my name, since it was originally in Forrest's, and Forrest is not going to be here this evening. Maybe get some firewood. Well, I'll pay for some firewood now, maybe. Oh, neutral. And let's remember the side stand this time. Always a treat. So the site was successfully transferred into my name. And I was able to buy some firewood. So far, everything is all awesome. And go to the site now? And here we are. It's actually not a bad site. So, not really that exciting of a video, for sure. So Julie showed up last night. We set up camp, had a fire, sat around, hung out for a bit. The next morning, beautiful morning, got up, made some coffee, kind of checked over the bike and stuff to make sure it was all good, and then we just hung out for the entire weekend. It flew by pretty quickly, and yeah, I think I left the site once to go for a hike. That was about it. I didn't ride any trails at all. I think I just needed some time to decompress and stuff, and you know, it was good. Love you. Well, like no video of the actual camping trip, but you guys wouldn't like that anyway. Leaving Turkey Point Sunday morning. Julie is packed up, ready to go. Just making a couple stops on the way home. It was a good weekend. Unfortunately, Forrest couldn't make it because he had fungus face, but whatever. So yeah, everything's all packed up. So I have no idea what kind of video I'm going to get out of this. Nothing awesome. So I'm just going to stop. Get rid of our recycling. Go home and wash the camping smells off of me. Not my usual style of video, for sure. I included it because it is officially the first trip of the season, so it's in here now. For different reasons than usual, but coming up, so the next trip is Hungry Lake. It's going to be much more. There's definitely going to be trails. I need trails to get there. It's going to be, you know, much more exciting of a video than this one for sure. And then after that, actually the very week after, not officially confirmed yet, but it looks like I've got some off-road ADV training that I'm going to do on the weekend up in Innisfil. We'll see how that goes. So thanks for watching, and until then, get outside, do some stuff. I know it definitely makes me feel better all around when I do, as is evident in what weekend did for me anyway. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.